giant creature lay waste to half the city, with casualties said to run into the thousands before the military were able to bring the monstrosity down. Military spokesperson Amara V described the creature as the largest living animal yet to have emerged from the Otherverse, and called it a significant threat which led to some particular challenges in regard to bringing the creature down in an urban area without causing further loss of human life. A correspondent for the BBC in the area, Sindhu Bhaskar, referred to the monster as a city killer. An emergency meeting for the UN Security Council has been called for tonight to discuss the developing threat posed by the Otherverse. Helicopter gunships of the Royal Air Force were today engaged in savage aerial battles with unidentified flying creatures over the North Sea. The monsters, thought to be bat-like in form but of immense size, are believed to have been involved in the recent attacks upon North Sea oil platforms. One helicopter suffered minor damage. RAF Command report 29 confirmed kills with 9 more suspected kills against the creatures. A full statement is expected from the Ministry of Defence later today.
The World Health Organization have announced that 3 more non-terrestrial pathogens have been isolated. The pathogens are each capable of causing fatal diseases in humans and closely related mammalian species. Streams of refugees continue to cross the Texas border into Mexico this evening, as alien life forms emanating from the Otherverse continue to sweep across the lower states. In an official statement, the Mexican authorities reported that they had established processing camps for the US refugees fleeing south. The United Nations have announced the formation of a new international military force named the United Nations Counter-Alien Incursion Force. Drawing on personnel from over 100 countries, the new Rapid Reaction Force is intended to be able to deploy anywhere in the world in order to engage Otherverse incursions. In Great Britain, there seems to be no end in sight to food shortages, as rationing has returned for the first time since the 1950s. Scuffles have been reported at several supermarkets, and food riots broke out in parts of London, Manchester and Newcastle this evening.
A year has passed since the Pandora event, the night that the skies turned purple and tore open to reveal what lay behind them. The Otherverse, a lethal hellscape populated by plant and animal species that knew no fear of humanity and which spilled into our universe. The first to cross were the deadly predatory fauna of the Otherverse, no more than animals but seemingly with an endless hunger for terrestrial life. At first, humanity held its own. For all the savagery of the Otherverse, our technology and weapons gave us an edge that the animals of the Otherverse just couldn't match. Then came the flora, no less deadly than the fauna it seemed, some toxic to terrestrial life, some carnivorous and predatory like the animals that came before. The alien plant life took root in our world and began to terraform it into a copy of its own. With it came the diseases, wave after wave of deadly pathogen. Cracks began to show. Smaller, often rural areas began to fall to the Otherverse. Our food and supply chains began to buckle under the strain. Riots broke out in the cities as food and fuel shortages loomed, and still the Otherverse spilled across the earth. Good evening and welcome to Pandora's Wake Apocalypse Age Stage 2, the early years. I'm your Games Master, I'm Brian F. Irving, and the system we've chosen for our campaign in the Apocalypse is the Modern Age system by our friends over at Green Ronin Publishing. The setting, Pandora's Wake, is by myself and Gethsemane Games. The sound effects are by the DH9 Radio Foley Unit, Battle Bards, and occasionally by freesound.org. The music you'll be hearing is variously by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com, such as the track you're hearing now, and by DH9 Radio's production unit. As I mentioned, I'll be your Games Master. I'm Brian F. Irving. I'm from Gethsemane Games and DH9 Radio. We wrote the setting, but not the rules, as I mentioned. Rules by Green Ronin Publishing. Do go check them out on their website. Your cast for this evening are as follows: Mark Savoll.
Hi.
Chris Gibson.
Hello.
Jenny Sable,
Hello.
Ben Watson,
Hello.
Sean McGuile,
Evening.
Marie McGowan Irving.
Hello.
Yeah, that's our cast for this evening. I realise I didn't actually mention which characters they were playing, but you can see that on the screen in front of you. Okay, so when we left it last week, you had recently escaped one of the emergency hospitals that had been set up to deal with some of the alien pathogens. The reason you needed to escape in the first place, of course, was that it was under attack from the inside by several rage infected who had managed to slip out of their treatment rooms and were storming throughout the place.
I have a quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
So we all stole some suits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
So-
except, I think, Ben.
Did we
I
not
already have a
put?
suit.
Did we not put him in a suit?
Actually, I think we
I
did.
think
On
you
the
might
way
have
out.
done, yes.
Because we
Yeah.
went through the splash puddle,
You
didn't we?
took one from, yes, you did. You took one from the vestry, the vesting room.
Yeah.
So yes, that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of you in total. You have 5 military NBC suits and 1 medical hazmat suit.
Is somebody keeping a roster of those things?
We have one group inventory, I think, on the
Okay,
tab.
if you'd like to add that to your inventory, then
You say
So-
it was 5 military NBC suits.
5 military NBC suits and 1 medical hazmat suit.
Okay.
Well, I assume the military ones are already occupied, so I'll be taking the medical one then, I guess.
You were the one that came out wearing the medical one, yes, but it's all right.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear them at all times. So the events in the hospital were about 3-4 weeks ago. Okay, since then things in the UK have gotten worse. The supply chain isn't recovering. Large numbers of troops from all the UN nations have been flown out to join UNCAIF, the United Nations counter-alien incursion force,
XCOM.
which is XCOM essentially, yes. TM, which is currently engaged in multiple engagements across the world. The political situation in the rest of the world is not great either, but here in the UK, your island nation is struggling somewhat with its supply chain. As mentioned in the news report, you'll notice that rationing has returned, so you may all add rationing book to your personal things as well.
Okay.
Now bear in
Yay.
mind at any point, if any of you are wanted by the authorities, presenting your rationing book is going to flag you up.
Okay.
So you'll have to work out, if you become wanted by the authorities, you're going to have to work out how to feed yourselves, because just collecting your rations might flag you up.
I'll just steal
Everybody
somebody's
look-
ration book.
I'll
say
just
ration
steal
book,
the ration.
it's actually a card. It's like
I'll
a,
just
Yeah.
steal somebody's ration card.
yeah.
It's probably
That
just some
doesn't surprise
shitty app on your phone that barely functions.
Well, it's not the phone, because the phone system is currently not too bad, but there is a danger it will become patchy. Certainly other storms
Oh,
sometimes
it'll become the
interfere.
3 network.
It's not going to get that bad. And that's another company that won't be sponsoring the show. Okay.
I was wondering, has Rab sold those jellied eggs yet?
That's entirely up to Rab. Mark, has Rab sold the jelly eggs yet?
He may have sold a couple of them.
Right, you are.
We're not going to know, basically,
Yeah.
Okay.
because he's dodgy.
So I guess that's a
You're not-
personal.
You're not
resource
entirely sure, but certainly Rab's room in the bunker seems to have a slightly larger supply of luxury goods like chocolate and so on than it used to have, and that can be accounted for by the ration cards. Not to mention inordinate quantities of weed at any given time. Okay.
Is that why he's got that
Who
extra
do you
greenhouse?
think's in charge of growing vegetables and fruit at this bunker? Who knows all about hydroponics?
Yes.
He doesn't smoke it in the bunker.
Bear
You
in
know what I
mind.
can't wait for?
Go on.
I was going to say, I can't wait to be stopped, strip searched in a police cell. They'll be like, oh, hang on, what's this? And they'll be like, oh, the gun, sorry about that. No, not this. And then he pulls it up and it's like, this is a Twix. How did you get this for your rifle?
And why are you keeping it half up your arse?
Oh God!
Keeps it warm.
That's not a Twix, it's a finger of fudge. It's just enough.
Gross. Stop it.
Sorry, I'm so ashamed of myself.
I'm just like, you notice how I'm saying nothing here because there are too many.
Bringing back memories.
We're airing.
No, no, there are just too many things that I could say which would probably get us taken off the air.
Okay, so you might remember at the end of last week I had a couple of questions for some of the players, specifically relating to this week would be Rabs, but I now have another question. This one is for the
Sounds like
group
me.
as a whole. Just a second,
Okay.
I'm just going to change the tune for this bit, I think, because it's a bit overly dramatic, all things.
Aye, man, you want some pure pumping techno?
Just a nice bit of background music rather than, because you're not in any immediate danger that
Not
you know
yet.
about.
Perception.
So yeah, you can make a perception roll in a moment if you like, but let me give you something to try and perceive first. So here's a question for you all. It's about 3 months. It's about 3 weeks to a month since the incident at the hospital. Are you all currently at home, or have you moved into the bunker more or less permanently, or are you doing sort of shifts at the bunker, or?
Bit of both. Bit of both.
I give you
Rob's
3
pretty
options.
much
and
at
you
the
do it.
bunker full time now.
Right. Okay.
I will probably be at the bunker most of the time, but my dad and brother would probably be going back and forth, I would say.
Right. Okay. So
Probably
you're
the bunker and work for the like to get the that room ready and like to work to find out more information about things.
okay. Good. Anybody
Kind of
else?
Yeah, I'm going to be spending time between the bunker and the garage.
Right. You are. So you're largely sleeping at the bunker, then I can gather from most people. Okay. Good. So a follow-on question. It is at some point during the day. One of you is outside having a conversation across the fence with your dear neighbour, the farmer you bought the bunker from in the first place, Bill. Can't remember Bill's surname. Can anybody inform me of Bill's surname, which I wrote down?
Thompson.
Thompson, thank you. I was going to say which I wrote down on 6 separate character sheets
Ew,
not
Thompson.
1 hour ago and can't remember already.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat, right? Excellent. So, one of you is outside having a conversation with Bill Thompson over the fence. Who is it?
Should be me.
It's you? Oh, okay.
I'm a friendly guy.
Okay. So you're having a conversation with Bill, who's during the conversation, like you were out and about pottering in the field. You were doing something outside of the bunker in the fields where Bill could see you before he called you over for a conversation. What was it you were doing?
Well, I wasn't thinking of having a shit. At the
Okay.
risk of being taken off air, I'm not going to say.
For God's sake.
Planting potatoes. Looking for buried treasure. I
Okay.
was looking for buried treasure.
You were looking for buried right, actually, that's probably in character for this lunatic. So,
Yeah.
Not considering that they had to dig out that entire fucking field to put the bunker in, on the surface, looking for buried treasure like a complete clip.
Is it near Corbridge?
it is near...
Because Prince John once searched there for buried Roman gold. You know
Right,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's like that, yeah.
It
Are you
is
doing that?
near Cramlington. The bunker's just outside Cramlington, you might remember. Okay,
Any
so
Question
treasure
is-
in Cramlington.
so that's what you were doing when Bill called you over to have a word. So it's he's a little bit curious as to what you're up to now, but he tends not to bother you, so he doesn't ask. What he does instead is he hands you a package.
No.
The package he hands you is about 2 foot long,
It's a big package.
about a foot
Whoa.
wide, and
Whoa,
about 6
Bill.
inches deep.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
As well, before the government comes along and takes everything for rationing, I thought maybe you guys could do with a little bit extra pork sausage. Here you go. You take that. If anybody asks,
Sorry about that.
fuck's sake. Game of the fucking teenagers, seriously. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So he's essentially handed you a large package full of black market
Meat.
meats. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so kind, Bill. Oh my god.
Well, it's all right. It's just, I mean, everybody needs a little bit extra these days, and the things are getting rationed anyway. So a little bit missing off my. I mean, they don't know how big the pigs were, do they?
True.
So,
You know what, Bill? If anyone ever bothers you, you come straight to me, Bill. We'll sort it out.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. I do have a bit of a question, actually,
Spit.
for you. Now, I seem to remember one of your lads, or lasses, I can't remember which now, had said to me early on when we were selling you that bit of land, one of them had mentioned something about being a botanist or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, Adam. He is a botanist. He's probably a good one, you know. He helped develop one of the cures a little while back.
I thought that looked like him on the telly. Aye, I thought, nah, I can't. The wife was saying, I think that's that one of them lads that's bought that bunker. I said, nah, that'll not be him. He's a botanist, not a guy that deals with illnesses.
He wouldn't have found the cure if it weren't for me going all bloody nosed and punching a medic in the face. So, yeah.
I have no idea what you mean by that, but I'm not gonna push you on it in case you wind up punching me in the face and all. No, it's just that I've got something growing in one of the fields I'm a little bit concerned about. Wondered if you could have a look. I've never seen it before, is all.
When Jerry says, "Oh no,"
something grown in your field. Does it if you set it on fire? Do you feel a bit fuzzy?
Well, I haven't set it on fire. Well, I have set a little bit of it on fire. But no, I didn't particularly. But I don't know. I've never seen out like it before. I'm just a little bit worried. It's one of them other verse plants that they keep talking about.
Check that it doesn't have teeth first.
That's
I'll
triffid.
go,
Absolutely
I'll
triffid.
I'll go fetch Adam. Just stay away from this plant. You don't know what it is, like you say.
Right. Okay. So.
Thanks for your meat, Bill.
No
I'll go get
problem.
Adam.
No problem. We might have a few other bits and pieces for you coming up as well. Just you keep us right, we'll keep you right, sort of thing.
Absolutely. Are you free now? Do you want us to go check the plant out now? Or
I can be. It'll not take long. I'll just take you over there and show you it.
right here, and then I'll go fetch Adam.
Okay.
No, right. If he's not there, what you could do is you could take a picture with your cell phone and send it to him.
Is Adam there?
Adam, well, that's up to Chris. Chris, what is Adam currently doing? It's about midday on a crisp autumn, I want to say. Is that right? Let me just...
Probably on his fourth wank.
what
the
day?
fuck is wrong with you guys tonight?
Hey, it's not even been me this time. It's been everybody else.
That's true, yes. So, yeah, we appear to be currently in... Are we still in summer? I thought we'd moved on from there. Of course, we have moved on a little bit again, haven't we? So,
probably would be about autumn, wouldn't it?
I think it's autumn at the moment, so I'm just going to change. I'll
Maybe
change
even
that.
coming on winter.
I'll change that thing in a moment. So it's autumn at the moment.
It's harvest time.
Yes, it's around about harvest time. That kind of is built into the thing. So I will.
I mean,
change
when would you normally harvest or slaughter your pigs?
Autumn.
It would be autumn, so it does make sense.
Yeah.
Depends on how well they've come on, but usually a couple of times a year.
Yeah, I mean, for actual, when you would slaughter animals would be, just whenever you need to kind of thing. But when you're harvesting,
Weed.
yes. When you're harvesting crops, is usually around about autumn. Certainly the kind of crops you must. I don't know if they still do this, but there used to be a thing called the Harvest Festival. Should be around about this time of year.
In your schools, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After the summer holidays were over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around about the end of September.
Yeah. Okay, so that being the case, it's an autumn day, it's about midday. So, Chris, what's Adam doing at the moment?
A weekday.
It's a weekday, yeah.
Midday. I may have come back, so I'll probably I won't be in the bunker, but I'll probably have just pulled up or something.
Okay, that was handy, wasn't it?
That's quite convenient.
Okay, so you asked me earlier if you could have a perception test. Give me a perception test.
Okie dokie. That's perception. I'm guessing it's seeing.
Perception seeing test, yes.
I'm doing it as well because I'm on the surface.
No, I don't need you to. I only need Ben to.
Just Ben.
Is a 15 a pass?
15's a pass. You notice that Adam's pulling up into the car park, which is a bit of a distance from here, but it's visible.
I will, first of all, I'll take the meat to the preservation cupboard or wherever we would store our, meat.
Got a freezer.
Yeah, the freezer.
A freezer, that would probably do it, actually.
Yes.
I'll take that to the freezer, and then I'll go find Adam and take him to Farmer Bill.
Okay.
We're going to put it in the good old magic coffin and revive it.
Is there any salami in there?
A salami? No.
No,
Man.
no.
Well,
this is not Italy.
Yeah. He's not nipped down to Tesco's to buy this. He's made this himself. So this is just kind of sausage meat that he's giving you early.
I'll just stick it in the freezer with a note saying Joe's.
Oh, which
Yeah,
we
like-
will all ignore.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go catch up to Adam and I'll take him to Bill.
Okay. So, meanwhile, at the same time, Rab, you've been trying to set up a deal with some friends of yours. It's Stevie. If you have a look in your relationships, you will see a little bit about Stevie. He's essentially one of the sort of black market gang types that operates in Newcastle. He was in a gang long before the fall of...
Wait. So somebody called Stevie who steals, yeah?
Yes.
Steely Steve.
Stevie.
No. So Stevie Nicks.
Stevie.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's just a rumour.
Oh, God.
Winter. Okay, so so you've been trying to set up something with Stevie in order to buy. Now, you did tell me last week what it was you were going to buy, and I made a note of it, so let me just have a look. You've been trying to set up a deal with Stevie to see if he could get you some more weed, because you're worried you're running low, you've only got a couple of months' worth.
I'm down to my last ton and a half.
You've last done a half. Some morphine, some MREs, some handguns, and some ammunition.
Yes.
Of those things, Stevie is pleased to be able to tell you he can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He get 4 of the 5. Which is the one he didn't manage to get you? Notice how much freedom I'm giving the party here. For, Couldn't it?
What was the list again?
Morphine, weed, meals ready to eat, handguns or ammunition.
Weed.
Yeah, it'll have to be weed.
Okie dokie, right.
My ton and a half will just have to last me.
Okay, so he's currently unable to get a hold of the weed, which comes as a bit of a surprise to you, because it's not like Stevie not to be able to get his hands on some weed. But you're not too worried, because you think, there are other places you can get a bit of green. You should be all right.
Plus, I'm sure that by now I've started growing my own.
You have probably started growing your own at this point, I would imagine, yes.
Let's face it, well done.
Okay, so Stevie says he'll meet you tonight at one of the places you generally meet, which is a car park in town. It's like the basement of the underground car parks that are beneath.
The multi-stories?
Yeah, multi-stories, thank you, that's the one. In the basement of a multi-story car park. You've used this place before. He says he'll meet you there tonight. You're probably going to want to bring a vehicle big enough to don't come on a push bike. Because he's managed to get you the morphine you asked for. He's managed to get you a crate of MREs, but he could only get you the one crate at the moment. He's managed to get you a couple of the other things you asked us for, the bangers. And the stuff to go with the bangers. Managed to get a couple of them for you.
The fireworks and the lighters.
Yeah. It's just a matter of agreeing a bit of a price there, Sunshine.
Yeah. What's the cost?
Okay, so he gives you a cost which is a bit steeper than normal, so it would be 5 resource points worth.
Ooh, that's quite a lot.
It's a lot, but it'll be worth it in the long run, I think.
You can try and barter or bargain or whatnot if you would like to.
I might actually try and barter.
Okay, go ahead. What would you like to...
Here, mate, if you could totally knock something off the price of that, man. I'm growing my own stuff right now, so once it's ready, man, I might throw some of your way so that you've got something to sell on the streets and that, eh?
All right, aye. It's getting a bit harder to cut mine than it used to be. Like, funnily enough, with all the other stuff going on, you'd have thought that the plods would have been a wee bit busy to be chasing us over a bit of green, like. But you'd be amazed how many of the regulars they've caught. Plus, I don't know if you heard, like, but Dave got eaten by one of them monsters the other day, so... it's a bit of a shame, like, because the fucking thing ate all his green as well. Mind, to be fair, that's how they caught it, because, like, it ate Dave, sadly, just left his head. No, he always was an ugly fucker, like, I would leave his head and all if I was it. But then like, it obviously fancied a bit of salad with it, so it ate all his green. Staggered out into the street, got hit by a truck. It was funny as fuck. I mean, apart from the bit about Dave, obviously, like. But just imagine one of these.
That's pure giving me an idea, man. See if I can get some of that alien plant life or no, man. I might try to splice it and see what happens. Create some kind of a weird hybrid that totally fucks you up.
Okay.
You've been hanging about with Dr. Botanist there. It's a bit much, I think.
Give me a persuasion or bargaining test, please. Communications persuasion or communications bargaining. Okay, that's a pass. And with 4 on the stunt points, so I tell you what, mate. If you can supply us with and it gives you an amount of how much dope he wants over the course of the next 6 months. Like, you reckon you can probably do that? I'll knock a wee bit off. I'll knock. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. Let's have a bit of a think about that other thing you were talking about now. Mixing it with the alien stuff. I could probably sell that for a shitload of money. Like, I mean, I wouldn't take it. It sounds fucking dangerous to me, but. There's some reek knackers run that'll give us a good. I do apologise to anybody listening listening at home who doesn't speak this particular dialect, but I do, and so do the local characters. So I can put I'll put what it means up in the description on YouTube later, I suppose.
You can guess what it means, though.
You should be able to guess. It's not that hard. It's going to get harder, but never mind. There's some proper knackers that'll give us a canny bit extra wage for that. So, I'll tell you what, you know that number I just gave you, off hour?
Aye, man.
If you can do that, let's say I'll take 50% off that.
Nice.
A little bit more, make it 60.
Oh man, that pure sounds totally minted, man. That's a pure awesome deal on that, man. I'll not let you down. As soon as I've got it sorted, I'll let you know and all that, man. Then it's totally yours and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it, right?
Brilliant. Aye, that's canny like. All right, I'll meet you the night. I'll have your gear for you. If you bring the cash, and then we'll sort out the gear you're giving us when it's ready. Aye?
Aye, man. Sounds good to me and that. Hey, man. Catch you later.
Aye, catch you later, Ralph. Click. Okay, back over...
What did we get?
Sorry?
What did we get then? Morphine, bangers, and
you haven't got it yet. What you're going to get is morphine, meals ready to eat, or MREs, some handguns and some ammunition.
Right.
What kind of handguns?
Guns that you can hold in your hand. You don't know because you don't know exactly what Rab asked for and exactly what the guy's been able to provide. But
yeah, it's not going to be a Desert Eagle.
It's not going to be a Desert Eagle.
Desert Eagles are inefficient anyway.
Big bangy guns. That's what
If
we're gonna get.
Rab would let me...
It's modified cap guns.
It will
if
be.
Rab would share the details of the little excursion he's going on, I would offer to come along with him.
I'm going to need some cunt to drive the van.
Alright.
In your some cunt.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Sorry, mate. Apologies for that word that I shouldn't have used that there, man. I mean, some fannies.
That's better.
I thought you were going to say I shouldn't have used that word, van. Okay. So, whilst you're talking to Rab about that, because you've come back in to put the meat in the thing, and you've overheard Rab having a conversation, you've talked to him a bit about, oh, do you need somebody to come with you? And he's told you he needs some cunt to drive the van. You suddenly remember that, like, you're supposed to be talking to Adam about the stuff for Bill. What are you going to do?
I'll be talking to him, and then Adam will walk past, and I'll go, all right, Adam, and I'll continue to talk to him. And then a couple minutes later, I'll go, oh, shit, Adam!
Okay, Adam, what were you doing? What did you just manage to start doing before...
I was probably bringing back some, like, clean sheets or something, and I was walking past them probably from the car.
Okay.
Down the bunker.
Okay, so you're carrying some clean sheets down. He just said, like, all right, as you went past, and then you're just starting to put them away wherever you're storing them when he goes, oh, shit, Adam, and runs down after you. What about the rest of you?
I might drop the bottom sheet because I'm startled.
Okay, you're so startled you drop the bottom sheet, it gets a little bit grubby, you're going to have to wash it again. And that's when it occurs to you that one of the things that the bunker's not really set up for at the moment is laundry. Currently, you're still taking your laundry home. And it occurs to you that if you ever have to go full survivalist, you're going to need to be able to do some laundry here, even if it is just by hand. So that starts ticking over in your mind. Meanwhile, what's everybody else doing? It's middle of the day, it's autumn.
I've gone to Greg's.
You've gone to Greg's, right, you are. Okay, so what are your resources?
Whose?
Yours.
My resources will be a 2. You know, I'm looking for a sandwich. No, my resources are actually 4.
4, right, you are. So that means you can afford anything up to resources 8 on your thingy card at the moment. So a sandwich, you're okay for a sandwich. You can even have a meal deal.
Yeah.
Gets a bit.
Packet of crisps, packet of crisps and a soft drink and a Mexican chicken sarnie.
Right, you are. Yep, that's not a problem at all. That rings up on
I
your
think for that
card.
he's going to have to make a resource test. Greg's is expensive.
It's not that expensive. His
about
resources,
£3.50.
his resources are 4, he said, so
Yeah.
that means anything
no.
up to 8 he can afford without needing a test. So, yeah, I don't.
So you can probably get like a pasty and a sausage roll with that.
Yeah, probably. Aye. So you're in Greg's. You're still kind of smeared in oil because you've been working on this truck that you've been working on. What's it looking like at the moment? This what's going to be at some point a battle wagon eventually. How's it looking at the moment?
Are you asking me?
Yep,
Well, it's got an engine.
that's a good start.
Yeah. It's got wheels.
That's also good. Yes.
It can drive.
Again.
Yeah.
I will have. Sorry, I was just going to say I will have asked about getting my car sort of armoured up at some point as well. But obviously, you know.
How do you want to do this, Brian? From the point of view of what do we do to make it so that it is a vehicle of so many damage points, etc., and the rest of it? What do we need to do to actually get that part working?
So,
game mechanic wise,
yeah, if you're wanting to armour it up, that'll not be a problem. That would still be road legal at the moment. You could give me a simple. Let me just find the right test for this.
tinkering with cars.
Yeah, you could do, and if you do one for your vehicle and one for Jenny's car to armour that as well.
Over 14
Okay.
and 19.
Okay, so you've managed to armour up both the battle wagon you're building and Jenny's car. You've managed to do it with, let me just have a look. They're both clear successes, so there's no drawbacks to what you've done. You haven't like over armoured them and buggered the suspension or anything like that. So you have on the truck.
Yeah, it's going to be sort of like an all-wheel drive 4x4 type vehicle of some description.
Okay, so you haven't armed it yet. You have, however, armoured it. So it now has. Let me see. I'm going to say it has 6 points of impact armour, 5 points of bulletproof armour. Jenny, you've done a good job on your car as well, but your car doesn't have the heavy chassis that his has. So you've got 4 points of impact. 4 points of impact and 4 points of bulletproofing as well.
Okay.
3 points of bulletproofing.
Right.
3 points of bulletproofing. So basically, unless they shoot your tyres out or through the window, you're pretty confident that a glancing blow is going to strike off that and not do any real damage to the vehicle. You're pretty pleased with it. You feel it needs a paint job, but you know, first things first, the most important stuff. So yeah, Sean, that's what you've spent the last few weeks doing, is armouring these two vehicles and getting that big rig up and running. So yeah, you haven't had a chance to arm it with weaponry yet, but then you haven't got the weaponry to arm it with. You can start making plans for what you would like if you want, because you're going to need somebody like Rab to get that for you.
120mm smoothbore anti-tank cannon.
Smoothbore?
Here, mate, just what you can see on the shelf, right?
Smooth. No, we need a rifle barrel, and we use some Hesh ammunition. That's good against bad things like creatures.
Add battering rams as well to the mess.
Yeah.
Flamethrower.
Yes, definitely.
So, Marie, what is your character doing, and where's your sister currently?
Well, I was thinking if we're starting to do sort of to grow things and things out here, she's an environmentalist, so she may have some kind of background in that kind of thing.
She does, yes.
So I'm going to say we're at a garden centre nearby.
Right.
looking at plants to see what can.
Bramlington B&Q.
Cramlington B&Q, yeah.
No, not necessarily. Yeah, aye, B&Q would be fine, but I was thinking more like a garden centre rather
There
than
are a
you know.
few in
Oh,
that
you
area.
mean like
actually.
one of those nursery type places that's like
Aye,
down the
that's
side
what
of the
I
road
mean.
type thing?
Aye,
Yeah.
where they're supposed to be like nurseries full of plants, but actually what they have is an overpriced gift shop and a really overpriced cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Excuse me. Okay, so you're out there at the moment and helping your sister collect like various gardening and farming tools and various plants that she's after. You're quite surprised because she does take not just the seeds that are very popular at the moment. Obviously, a lot of the garden centre has been given over to seeds for edible stuff, whereas it all used to be flowers. So the section on flowers and other types of plants has shrunk in the last year or so. But you're surprised to see she is collecting a few, nonetheless.
Those would be medicinal herbs, I would suggest.
I'm thinking more of the fact that if you've got flowers, you can get it's easier to get pollination.
It's a
going
combination of
because
the
bees-
two, yeah.
We
Yeah.
can't forget the bees. You're right.
It's a combination of the two. She's also picked some small plants up that in large numbers. You realise she's thinking of planting a hedge somewhere as well, probably as screening to hide something to conceal it from the road, you suspect.
That's a good idea.
So you guys are off doing that, and Ben, you're currently talking to Adam about the discussion you just had with.
Yeah, I'm currently feeling quite bad because I've left Bill standing at the fence like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Rab's going to overhear this alien plant, and his ears are going to prick up at that point.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Could I have a perception hearing test from Rab, please?
I'm not going to be hiding it, so.
Yeah, you hear Adam being told by I forgot
Joe.
Joe, thank you. By Joe, that there's some plants appearing on the farm that Bill's a bit worried about that might be alien plant life, and you think, oh, hello.
Yeah, mate, see if that thing that you go and look at is alien, man. Can you bring a wee bit back for me, man? I just want to see what it's like, eh?
Okay.
So, Chris, what are you and Ben doing?
Well, I'll investigate it. I'll get me tools and make sure I'm safe in case of
You put your
things like-
biohazard gear on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to watch out for, because if it releases spores or something, you know.
Thinking of the molds from before,
And
I'll grab a bottle of bleach or something.
Good idea.
Yeah, we do have that.
Yeah. Okay.
Seal it bang, and the mold is gone.
Yes. So you head out to where Bill tells you he's seen this strange plant that he doesn't recognise. As you head out, you see something that looks not entirely unlike Japanese knotweed, except it's red, red and gold. And there's something about it that, to the first glance, just it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it.
Flaming
belongs here.
pokers. It's a flaming poker.
It might be. Could you give me a appropriate skill test, please? So that would be intelligence thingy, botany, please. Botany, is that right?
Should be.
Study your plans.
Yeah.
Earth sciences.
Earth sciences, that's the chap.
Ah. Oh my god. Oh, that's a 6?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Right. Okay, so you learn multiple things from this. You also have 6 stunt points that you can use from the list of investigative stunt, not investigative.
One in the complication pool.
And one in the complication pool, yes, thank you. Oh, that reminds me, I
You're
need to zero that off.
You're going to regret that one day, Ben.
I'll never regret it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you've got 6 stunt points you can use. Also, this is definitely not terrestrial, this plant. You don't know where it's come from. Well, you do know where it's come from. It's come from the other verse. You don't know how it got here.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just getting the investigative ones up because you don't have it in the game.
Exploration stunts is probably what you're looking for. Also, I do have investigation stunts, so let me just
sorry.
show that. I might not have shown it to you yet. No, I hadn't. So there you go.
Aha!
So there's investigative stunts you can use, or
Aha!
exploration stunts. So,
I wonder why you said that. I got a 6, so
You did get a 6, yes.
I think I got a bonus on the breakthrough. Let me just check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless that's a different game, I can't remember.
The one problem with playing so many games is you do start to think, what's the terminology in this
It's
game?
the other,
Yeah.
it's the Expanse game that I have breakthrough.
Yeah.
So I'll do full envelopment of focus tangible to the next test. Intuition. Number 2.
Yeah.
The GM reveals a fact about the object of your test you could have noticed it deduced simply by interacting with it. When you uncover a clue, you gain 2 new leads instead of 1, making the path branch.
Okay, so for 2 stun points, you manage to intuitively realise that this plant is not dangerous to you. It's not harmful to humans. It's not animated. It's not going to attack. It's not one of the carnivorous plants that you've heard. The problem is you can tell from the difference in the soil around it. It's draining a huge amount of nutrition out of the soil, to the extent that, you know how bad Japanese knotweed is for choking off all other plants. This is going to be worse. If you don't get rid of this stuff first, you can and it's exactly. It's growing at an alarming rate, so you work out that if you don't find a way of getting rid of this fairly quickly, the farmer's going to lose at least one of his fields full of crops.
Oh yeah.
I'll use Lucky Break then to get more detail.
Okay.
This test results it leads futurously to putting 2 and 2 together. Treat one irrelevant focus as a tangential one on the next test you make to unlock a lead. So if I see this again or something like this, yeah. And then finally, with the last point, I'll put flashback. This test reminds you of something important you forgot.
Okay.
Treat one of your tangential focuses as priming one. Yeah.
Okay, you'd forgotten all about this. In just the busyness, the rush of things. But you distinctly remember seeing, in amongst all the many, many other papers that are flying around in your field at the moment, there was something about this stuff appearing in, let me see now, in Switzerland. Something very, very similar to this. And you're pretty sure they've already done quite a bit of research on it. So you think if you can just go back through your notes, you're going to be able to find that. Go back through your...
I'll let the
you
farmer
definitely
know.
bookmarked it at some point. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll let the farmer know not to touch it and tell him exactly what you've told me about it taking too many nutrients from the ground around it. Do I know the radius?
You can calculate the radius from...
I might be able to get more information when the environmentalist probably comes back, because that's literally their job.
Yes, I was just about to say, this is the sort of thing you probably need Lizzie's sister for. Do you want to give them a ring?
Yeah.
Okay, Marie, your sister takes a call from Adam while you're coming back from the thing to say that there is some alien plant life in the farm that he would like her to take a look at to find out what the radius is. Also, he's taken a photograph of it and sent her. And she's like, yeah, we need to get back pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, we'll get in there. I'm going to presume we've got some kind of like wee minivan or something for all this stuff.
You have, yes, you've got yourself.
I would probably suggest not to put bleach in this, just in case it does absorb into the roots and contaminates the ground.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yes.
If it's anywhere near as bad as Japanese knotweed, and it's probably worse, you've got a big problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not long before Lizzie and her sister get back. What's your sister called? It's
Vicky, Ryan,
Vicky.
Vicky Ryan. That's the one.
We're Elizabeth and Victoria.
Of course, you are Elizabeth and Victoria.
very regal names.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
They did come from a garden centre. They might have brought some killers with them or something.
Actually, I haven't.
She's an environmentalist. She believes in like no use and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks
Oh.
like I haven't leveled her up, so I have on paper, but not in this. So it's whatever.
What
I've
will
just rolled is
likely-
3 points higher. 15.
What
18.
she's likely have done is to have like trapped loads of slugs or something, so they can just eat it.
Yes.
Mm.
She takes a look at it and she says, yes, this is absolutely a problem. It's quite a wide area that it's covered, but you've caught it early. She's not quite sure how it got here because the pollen of this stuff's quite heavy and it doesn't travel far. So it has not been blown here from the continent. It hasn't.
Dun,
It
dun,
wouldn't have
dun.
survived being blown across the north.
Some
Sea.
other verse creature might have come through here.
Yes. There's
it
either
done?
an otherverse tear nearby,
Otherverse,
or there's
otherverse bees.
or yeah, there's an otherverse creature of some kind that is carrying
Tiny
the pollen
ones.
here. So
You warned us.
yeah, but she does know how to destroy it.
Okay.
Um,
I'll assist.
right, you are. So you two spend the rest of the day just pouring insane numbers of slugs all over the thing. And
Oh
they
dear.
are
The slugs mutate.
the
and
slugs
become-
mutate. Fortunately not. However, could you give me a perception tracking test, please? Chris, you're really doing well with the stunts today. Okay, as you're destroying this stuff, you manage to, like, you're digging it out and putting slugs on it. She's also got, like, bucket full of worms, just tipping into the roots to destroy the roots. Normally, worms help with the nutrition, but yeah, this isn't a local life thing, so it's you're managing to get it destroyed anyway. But you've cleared a section and you find a depression that you think is a footprint of some description.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yippee.
It's an odd shape though. It's kind of triangular and deep. There's a few more scattered around. It's almost like, you know, when you see a spider's legs under a microscope.
It's a tripod.
Right.
Yeah, tripod. Almost. See, they've got those kind of spiky, stabby leg things.
Mm.
It's something a bit like that, and there's something else. There's kind of trails that you would normally associate with worms, but these are huge. I mean, not as big as a rock grub that attacked you in the museum.
Maybe
but
longer, no?
They're about half the width of a human arm.
Okay.
Ryan,
Yes.
would I be getting the same information from this?
You will if he tells you.
Are you telling me, Chris?
Remember, this is drag marks that look like the kind of lines that worms make when on the surface. You've not actually seen any worms on.
Ben may have a better connection with the farmer, so he may be there just to keep him more at ease and kit, because, yeah.
I can make the track.
More
I
like
can make
a
the track
tail,
and roll
maybe.
myself
Go ahead if you
if
want.
you'd like.
It's like feet and a tail or something.
Feet
would
and a
make-
tail, yes, that's
Yeah.
feet and tentacles is what Ben thinks.
Right.
So Ben, you've got 5 stunt points. I'm going to spend 2 of them for you. With that makes me wonder, if you don't mind. You've got the other 3 to use for
Sorry?
yourself.
Is
So-
that what a man of war would leave?
It's similar to what a man of war would leave. It's the same kind of pseudopod. Yes.
Mm.
But what
The
I'm
triangular
kinda,
imprints are something different, but the
What I'm kinda
swirly
thinking-
patterns are like the man of war's tentacles, but as if they're being dragged along the ground.
So those many days of you being at my lab, it paid off.
Yes.
What I'm thinking is I'm kind of just going to realise that a creature's passed by here recently, and then I'm just going to say, wait here, and then I'm going to run back to the bunker, and I'm going to get my bow, and I'll get his quarterstaff or whatever he uses.
Okay, time's getting on, and Rab's going to need to leave soon, so you're going to have to choose between which of the two things you've promised to do you're going to do.
I promised Rab first, so I'll go with Rab. I'll get his quarterstaff, and I'll say, like, you know, like, give us a call if you get in trouble, but I got to go with Rab.
Right, okay. She's handed you the quarterstaff and said, give us a
Guessing you
call
would have
if you
got
can...
Jenny's weapon and...
Yeah.
Sorry, not Jenny, sorry, Lizzie.
Yeah, I mean, Lizzie's... well, Victoria's got her axe with her anyway. She barely ever goes anywhere outside of the towns without her axe now.
Could I use my stunt points that I'd gotten for breakthrough, please?
Yes. Yeah.
You gain not only information, but some form of I don't know that word.
Incontrovertible.
Yeah, proof reduces the total number of leads on the path by 1, jumping into a further point in the investigation immediately.
Can I make a suggestion?
You can, yes.
Yeah, so given that he's been involved in all of the alien life investigation stuff, is
Yes.
there anything anywhere in any news report or any research that would indicate what type of creature would leave this kind of trail?
Yes, you can remember there is something about it. So you head back to your computer and start looking it up, and you find something that has both a triangular footprint and long tendrils. Something called a whippersnapper. Right?
Oh, good old you
Yeah.
whippersnappers.
You young
I
snappers.
can hear Jenny chuckling already. So, the bad news is these things are about the size of a pony.
Okay.
Oh, that's not that big.
The worst news is most of the front end is a sharp, hooked bill, like
That's pretty bad.
jaw. The worst
Not
than that
remember,
news is
yeah.
there's big fucking teeth inside that, and just to make things even worse
That's better.
again, the entire things have an armoured carapace.
That's even better.
Now, as if that wasn't nightmare enough, they travel in packs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's even
they
more.
do.
Where you find one, you can find up to 100.
God.
How did no one notice them running through the farm if there were
Well,
up to
you can
100 of them?
also find them living in much smaller groups, but you'll find the groups are up to 100.
They're like, I don't know why. I was going to compare it to a buffalo just because of the herd thing.
Also, when they go hunting, they usually hunt in smaller groups unless they know there's going to be either large prey or a surfeit of prey, in which case they'll go in larger groups.
And so it's
They
probably
are-
hunting then.
Aggressive. A single one will easily attack and usually kill a human. An armed human might be able to overpower it, but an unarmed human's in serious trouble.
Somebody probably tell the farmer.
Yeah. You might need to track them down. But whilst you're worrying about that, who's going with Rab and Joe?
I've got preparation to do before I go.
Okay, what are you preparing?
I'm going to take some of my high-tech equipment. So I know we're going into an underground
Car park.
area. Is there any like foliage?
Foliage? do you mean?
Foliage. Is there any foliage nearby?
There shouldn't
Because I haven't used
be.
my ghillie suit yet.
Fuck's sake.
In a car park.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Black bag
nearby.
might help.
It's a car park in the middle of Newcastle, so the answer, this might come as a surprise, but no, not a lot.
There's not a park in Newcastle. I mean, like I'm asking, is it near like a local
No.
park
No,
or anything? No.
no.
You say no, like I've got a park down the road and I'm in the middle of London.
No, I'm saying no because I've already said no a couple of times and you're not taking no for an answer, so no.
I'm going to take my bow with me.
Okay.
I'm going to take my. What time are we going?
Mark, what time exactly did Rab arrange to meet this guy?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. There you go. 8 p.m.
So
you need
it's
to
probably
be there.
dark by now because it's August.
Yep,
Or-
so it's probably
Well,
been dark for about
autumn.
4 hours by the time you get there.
And I'll take my night vision goggles then.
Good idea.
Mm.
Okay, is anybody else going with them? You know that Rab and Joe are going out somewhere. You're not sure where they're going, but they appear to be preparing themselves with weaponry and night vision goggles.
We're too busy to go.
Yeah, you got some big things to worry about.
Nobody?
I'm worried that Rab is taking Joe out on the pool.
Oh my god!
Like,
That's a scary thought.
kinda worried that you're like talking about a night on the town and you're taking weapons.
I'm gonna look like a proper pulling up to a fancy
I'm
establishment with
just
night vision
saying.
goggles.
I'm just saying there are still actually police.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll take it in my duffel bag.
Oh, that makes it better.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal to wear night vision goggles. They can't stop me.
I think it's the bow that she's concerned about. But okay.
Well, I'm probably just getting back from work, I would guess, right now.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm just gonna.
Bye, Erin. Bye, Erin.
I'm just gonna blank off the renovate bunker section on your thing because you've
Yeah,
done
we
that.
got to get
bit.
new assignments, don't we?
Yep. So if under assignment 1 you want to write, I don't know, give what Rab's about to do a name, dodgy dealings or dangerous liaisons
Yeah.
or something like that, and somebody write that in there. Anybody that's going with
Steak.
them, put your pog in assignment 1. And what vehicle are you guys wearing? Driving.
What was the? Oh, is that one? Yeah, it was. I heard a van mentioned, so I assume we're just going to go in a van.
Okay.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
Says free candy on the side.
yeah, I'm pretty
And the
sure
writing that
Rob
gets
has-
used is called light.
Light,
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Rob has a van that he nicked, doesn't he?
I
Yeah.
didn't nick it, mate. It pure fell out of somebody's back pocket.
The entire van.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take a bathroom break. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Remember to wait.
Oh God.
No, man. Save time. Don't bother.
Okay, so you two are heading off into Newcastle. So you pull up to the underground. Well, it's the multi-story car park, but it's like the basement floor that Rab is meeting his friend in. They're
Rab
always...
will be pulling up.
Sorry?
I will be jumping out. I will be jumping out a little early to set a position in case things go badly, because I don't know these people.
Okay. Cautious. Okay, yeah, that's good. So, Rab, can you drive?
Don't know.
Never tried.
Let's find out.
One way to find out.
He can probably drive, but he's more than likely banned from driving.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Okay, so you're
How
currently...
can I be banned if I never even sat the test?
Okay.
You're dafty.
So, Rab, you're in the van, driving down into the basement story of the underground car park.
Go on, make him do a driving test.
You're not going to need to for this. Probably. You can give me a perception test if you want to. Though. Perception
I
C.
want to.
You don't have to, but you can give me a perception C and test if you want to. Okay, so you do notice something. I'm just going to drop you over to the... There we go. This map here.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
friend.
Can I? So you know how the way multi-story car parks work, right? This is more of a question, but isn't it kind of like? I mean, I know they're like stacked on top of each other, but it's kind of like alternating layers, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so in the middle, there's kind of just a giant gap, isn't there? There's a railing, but you can see all the way down and all the way up.
No.
I'm
No,
thinking of different ones.
you have
shit.
ramps you
Or
go up
something
and
like
ones you go down.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so I'm just going to change this token so that everybody can see through the van. So nameplate.
The van has vision.
Van dynamic lighting token vision. Lights. So bright
Camera.
lights for
Oh my god, I have another question.
4 meters. Oh my god, do you?
Yeah, I do.
The answer's 42.
Is it?
Okay, go ahead. What would you like to ask?
So if things go really badly, I want to cut the power, cut the lights. How do you do that? How do you do that in a multi-story car park? Is there like a fuse box on the
There
wall?
will be
Or
one.
do you have to-
There will be one,
Yeah.
but whether or not you know where it's at, that's a different matter. Can anybody see this map?
No.
Nope.
No.
Good. Okay.
Just got a black square.
That's good, because that's what you should have at this point, but I was worried you could see the whole thing, because that's what it's telling me you can see.
Nah.
Also, it's right, okay, it's now showing me that there's only a lit area, but it's showing me the wrong shape. So just give me a second, I'm going to take you
Right.
all over to controlled by all players. Save.
Oh, I can see
You
it.
can see now. Good, good.
Yeah.
Currently, the
Yeah.
van seems to be behaving a touch oddly in that it's spilling light in a radius, whereas it should be directional.
Technology, it's an odd thing.
Oh, great! Now
Oh.
it's,
That'll be the floodlights we stole for the football ground that we installed.
You've
Now-
got the headlights
now its
on the wrong
headlights
side.
seem to be mounted on the side. Fuck's sake! Right. Okay. So that's gonna have to be, I would say, minus 90. should do.
We're drifting.
Oh my
Rab
God,
spins
Rab really
into the
can't
parking lot.
Right, stop moving it, otherwise it buggers up when I'm trying to fix the issue.
god.
Well, that does answer the question, can he drive?
Yeah, I drove like this the whole way here.
Fuck's sake, it just won't take the setting. Okay. 90, 180, 270. 270. Let's try that. Way! Right, now you can play around with your van as much as you like. And oh shit, I've just realised I need to bring Joe in separately, don't I? Because you said you're on foot. So Joe, you can come in as you're on foot at street level, which is a level above, and then come down the stairs if you wanted to, or you can come in the ramp that.
We're not
that the van-
reversing, by the way. We're just
What
going
happened?
that direction.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I can see gang member down there. Oh. I'd probably get off on a floor above where the meeting's meant to take place.
Okay, so you're going to get off on the floor above. Just give me a second.
And then I'll skulk my way down looking for that fuse box.
Okay, so you will be coming down here. Then just give me a second to grab your. Where are you now?
Where are you now?
Aaron Joe. There we go. That should be you on that. There you go. Okay, so Rab, you can see as you drive in, you've seen a couple of gang members by bike. Well, a couple of people by bikes. You don't know if it's gang members. It's two people over here.
I guess I have full health now.
You can see they're kind of looking at you. One of them flashes a torch and realizes it's you. He comes over. You've seen this guy before, but you're not entirely sure what he's called. He comes over, knocks on the door. Goes, Rab, how are you doing?
Dave.
Hi man, I'm alright man, how you doing, eh?
Aye, not too bad given the... Did you hear about David the other day?
Aye man, one of the fuckers totally chomped him.
I know. This is why I never gone anywhere on my own anymore. It's getting frightening, like.
Aye, man, it's getting a bit mental, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, a couple of Rajiks and stuff I can handle, but these fucking monsters, like, Anyway, Stevie's over there. If you go like up and round and come down, you'll see Stevie and a couple of the lads. He's waiting for you up there with your. He looks round as if anybody's going to hear him with your goods.
I know, bother, mate. Cheers.
Aye,
Catch you
no worries,
later,
mate.
and you take care, mate. Eh?
Aye, you and all, mate. You and all.
Aye, I'll be sound.
Cool. Right, you are. So you can drive. Well, you can do what you like, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Through the
fuck he
wall.
pointed.
I can move you to where he pointed if that's where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do then. So you're driving up here. I should probably just pull out a little bit so I've got more space. So you sent you up here and round. I'm just trying to get a control handle. There we go. And down to here. As you come round this corner, you can see Stevie and two of the lads are standing waiting for you with a crate.
Ian,
Yes.
while this is going down, I was looking for.
Ignore
that
the
fuse
arrows on
box.
the road, by the way. I realised afterwards that this map was designed for American.
I did
Yes,
wonder that at the
campaigns.
start.
Yeah, so the arrows are all the wrong way round. But don't worry about that. Okay, sorry, Ben, I cut you off. What were you wanting to know?
I was saying while all that was going on, I was looking for a fuse box.
You were looking for a fuse box, weren't you? Give me a perception. See.
I also assume that I'm on full health again. Because
You are,
currently 10
yes.
hit
Yeah,
points
yeah,
down.
yeah. You
Yeah.
can return yourself to full. Everybody can return themselves to full health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can re-roll that if that's a fail.
Let me just have a look. Okay, you can't find a fuse box around here anywhere. You've
I
checked a
will.
couple of these rooms, so I'm just going to move you into the rooms that you've
I'm
been
going
into. So you can
to-
see.
May I re-roll? I have
You can.
observation.
You can, yes.
Oh.
Ah, never mind.
Right, so you've
So you
checked
must
most of the places it could be down here, so you think it must be somewhere else.
Oh. Well, it looks like the deal's about to go down, so
Okay.
I'll
So,
just
Rob, you're
position myself.
pulling
fucking
up
way.
at the moment with well, I'll drop your little chap in. That sounded awful. I'll just drop
Oh
your
my
little chap in. Did
See if I can
Rob
sneak
actually
around this
appear
way.
there, or did he just vanish? Just vanished. Okay, so try that again.
Whoosh.
I think he is appearing under the car. Yeah, that was handy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Right, so they're standing there. You can see two of the gangsters are just kind of trying to look hard behind Stevie, which I think is... Which one's Stevie? This one's Stevie here. The one
Gang
with
soldier.
the one with the blue background, same as yours. The other two are like holding a crate with all the stuff. Stevie sees you coming. So, all right, Rob, how you doing, mate?
Aye, pure sound, mate. How you doing?
Aye, not too bad. All things considered, like it's kind of good for us. All of this chaos, mind. I've got to tell you. I'll tell you. I never thought. I'll be honest. I never thought I'd be selling black market sausages.
Aye, I know, man. It's pure mental, isn't
It
it?
really is. Aye. So how are you getting on? I hear you're hanging out with those fuckers that you got caught on the metro with.
Aye, man. They're all right. Like, I wasn't sure to begin with, man, but they're
Ah.
totally sound in that, eh? And they've got some interesting ideas and stuff. And I mean, we've lasted this long, and nobody's been eating yet, so.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a pretty good start. Like, that's a pretty good start. So, yes, I was watching you on the telly, by the way, just before like it all went down. It all went a bit.
But
You
with,
know.
with that Holly doll,
Aye, with that. Aye, that's the one. Aye,
ah, man, she was fine.
aye, well, you always had a bit of an eye for the, especially the ones that are out of your league. Do you know what I mean?
here, mate. If I had the chance, man, I'd have been pure hanging out the back of her like that. Yes.
Oh God, I apologise to all human life. Right, so you mentioned something on the telly, like about you were. It didn't because you got interrupted, and you just said something interesting about like you'd all been hanging out a bit lately. So I was a bit curious because I've been round to your gaff a good few times, like, and you haven't been there. Just wondering where you're at these days.
Man. Well, you know, cause of some of the stuff, man, the fuzz are pure looking for me. So, got to keep on my toes, keep out the way, keep on the down low and all that, man. Know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No. Understand. It's just
I mean, there's something to do with assaulting people and shit like that, you know, eh? So, but best just to keep out of the way.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. I hear rumours like that you've got yourselves a little bit of a bolt hole, you and your mates, against the apocalypse, like.
Nah, man. What it was when it all went down, mate. We ended up crashing at one of the guys' garages because he was doing up some motors and that and stuff, and we ended up going there to get some stuff, and then things went a wee bit mental, and there was how can I put this? Some things get set on fire, but it wasn't me. And that mob that went on fire, that wasn't me either.
Was it
honest,
not,
mate. Nudge,
Yeah,
nudge.
right.
Yeah, that
but
wasn't
since then, we've just been like lying low and like changing what gaff we're staying at every now and then, a couple of empties and all of that, eh?
Right, aye, just sort of moving around and stuff.
Aye, man, got to, especially with them looking for me. It's the most pressure I've been under in a few years, eh?
Okay, yeah, cool. Could you give me a persuasion check, please? Or deception, because you're actually fibbing, aren't you? Just give me a deception check.
Oh no.
Okay, right. I mean, it's always possible he believes the line that you're spinning him. But
Because, yeah, well, Rob lies all the time about everything. So.
Well,
Yeah, that's.
I even lie about lying.
yeah.
Aye.
Okay, let me just have a look.
Oh my god. He actually only rolled 6.
Holy shit.
Fucking hell. Okay, so he's like, all right, okay.
Well, there is a saying, thick as thieves is the law.
Yeah, that's true.
Aye. All right, okay, so just that, right, okay. I thought you'd have somewhere a bit more secure, like knowing you know what I mean?
I mean, we were staying at some place that was like out in the middle of nowhere, man, but it's a bit too isolated. Because, I mean, if something happens, man, you're fucking miles away from anybody.
No, I suppose. It's kind of handy for storing, stuff you don't want people to find, though.
I suppose, but I mean, go to travel light because you never know when you might get your gaff raided and you have to just. I mean, it's like, do you really have time to chuck all your weed out of the window when the police are at the front door? No, you didn't.
That's true. Like that is true. Aye. Ben, what are you doing while all this Joe Jones going down?
I noticed there was a door here.
Right. So, you can't. Which way did you come?
I went around the way, like around this way, and then down, and then around.
Right. Okay. I see. You're having a look in there. Okay. What you see in there is some kind of big water tank sort of thing. As you come round this corner, by the way, you saw like Rab talking to these three guys in like a big crate, which you're hoping's got the stuff in.
I am being sneaky.
Mm-hmm. Okay, give me a dexterity stealth test.
Oh God.
Oh.
Fucking hell. Right, okay. So, the lookouts have to score higher than that to spot that you're there. So obviously if
Wait, lookouts?
Yeah, well they're going to
Can I
have...
look for lookouts?
They're doing illegal shit. They're going to have lookouts. And if they see you sneaking about, it might spook them. But they're going to need to beat 22, and I'm just working this out. I don't think that's possible.
Isn't that another point in the
complications?
complications?
Yeah, but we haven't got enough in the complications pool for it to happen to him yet. So let me just see. Did you say you wanted to see if you could spot the lookouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I suppose
Give
it
me a
might.
perception.
I mean, I guess it would occur to Joe that there might be lookouts. I suppose.
Yes, because you are a lookout for a crime gang, so I would imagine it definitely would. Right? None of the lookouts have got a high enough chance of spotting you. They literally can't beat the roll you got. So you got
Good.
16 with 4 stunt points to try and find them. So let's see if you spotted where they are. So we need a...
That's a fail. I can try and re-roll, but that is a pretty good roll, though.
That is a pretty good roll. So
I
they
spotted
got...
him.
You spotted him, did you say?
That's definitely, he got a 9.
Right, you see this van over here?
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy sat in the van with his hood pulled
I'm
up.
just gonna... Can I just stick a circle on it?
Yeah, you can.
There we go.
Also, let me just see if you can spot the other one.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't think you spotted the other one, did you?
Would you
No.
not be able to use these stunt points from his stealth?
You did get...
Or his
not his
scene?
stealth, no. You did get 4... Well, no, because it would be a fail against this guy, so no, you couldn't.
No.
But did you say you could make a re-roll on that?
I
for
can.
one of your special
I'll be
abilities?
lucky to get a 19, but I
Okay,
can.
give it a try.
Nah.
Okay, so you've definitely spotted one of their lookouts. It doesn't look to you like he's spotted you, though.
Yeah. They've only got one lookout. Lousy work. Come on, guys.
Right. So yeah,
And
you're
I'm going
looking.
to skulk back here to my corner.
I'm gonna skulk back there to your corner. Right, you are. So you're watching the whole thing go down over there.
I've got my bow ready.
Right. Okay. So back over to Rab. So yeah, your mate Stevie says to you, I'm just trying to remember exactly where he was in the conversation. You seem to be swinging him around with that idea, but his ears did prick up a bit when you mentioned you've got a place out in the middle of nowhere. So you said you had a place out in the middle of nowhere. If you're not using it, like, do you mind telling us where it is? Because we could do with somewhere to like stash some gear.
Got destroyed.
It was just some abandoned building, man, up in Catterick way. But it was getting a wee bit toasty, you know what I'm saying, man? Because the army were out and about, and the police were out and about, and every bugger was out and about. So it like couldn't stay there very long, man. It was about 2 or 3 days, and then it was just no worth it, man. So we just left.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I get that. I'm going to put him in whisper on this one, so you don't know whether he's convinced. But give me another communications fibbing test, please. Yeah.
On Rab. Oh.
Ooh, nice. 6
Another
stunt.
6.
Yeah.
Right, he kind of shrugs and he goes, yeah, well, okay, anyway, I suppose we should get on with this. Have you got the money?
Aye, man, of course I have.
Oh, fuck, I knew I forgot something.
Oh, I'd best show you the goods as well. He takes the lid off the thing and you can see lying in the thing, there's several boxes of morphine. There's a box of about 30 odd MREs. There's several boxes of ammunition. And there's 2 handguns on the top, automatic pistols, semi-automatic pistols.
Oh, here, mate, you have totally come through with this one, man. You're absolutely amazing.
He leans in and picks one up and goes, look at them, aren't they fucking beautiful? Look at this one.
Oh, man, it's stunning. I mean, if that was a woman by the time I'd finished with it, man, it's funny, it would look like the inside of a cheese toasty.
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Okay. We're just going to take a bit of a break so I can be sick.
Oh, that's gross. Really?
Well, we know what gets Rab excited. Jesus Christ.
Okay, give me a perception hearing test if you would, please. 9.
Can I do a willpower test against what I just said?
I think it was all an automatic fail for everybody, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
just as well Sean's at the toilet still.
Yes. So we're just going to see if these guys made a lot of noise getting out of their van. Yeah, they did. So you hear two car doors slamming. When you turn round, you see these two guys getting out of this van over here.
Oh, here, Stevie, mate, what's this?
I'm sorry about this, Rob. I am but
Oh, here, mate, you better know you done what I think you're doing.
well, that kind of depends. What do you think I'm doing?
Is this some kind of double cross or something?
A little bit, I'm afraid. And he points the gun at you. Just get in the van.
I'm taking a shot. I'm taking a shot at him.
Fuck. Okay, go for it. I'm going to give you an aim because you did say you'd already prepped your bow. And I'm going to give you +1 to hit because you're behind him, and another +1 to hit because he doesn't know that Rab's got anybody with him.
Use the aim action. It's already technically applied to that, so.
Shit! That's fantastic. Right, so you...
Did you just blow his head off?
As you see Stevie raise the gun and point it at Rab, you're really angry, and you just loose your arrow. Go ahead and roll the damage.
My dexterity is it higher than his?
It is. You've also got 6 stunned points there.
Oh, he's getting fucked.
I take it it's the guy that's actually pointing the gun at Rab that you're shooting at.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's 10 damage so far.
Okay. Bit metagamey, but does he have armor?
No, he doesn't.
Not in his face.
Okay, then I'm not going to use that.
He's wearing a hoodie and a mask.
I guess general combat. Okay. 2d6 extra damage would be cool, but that's a lot of. Ooh, could do lightning attack. Could I technically lightning attack?
Could you? Yeah, yes. You
Just
would need
'cause
to
it would
reload as well, though.
I guess lightning attack for 3, then 2 for an extra d6 of damage, then 1 for a rapid reload.
Oh my god.
That would be all 6.
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Do that.
Fuck, I think you might have killed Stevie, yeah.
So I'll do the extra d6 of damage now.
Gets.
Well, that's what he gets, yeah. Okay, so that overpowers his oh god, it's ballistic damage, isn't it? Right, okay.
Yep.
So, yeah. Bows are ballistic damage, I believe.
It is ballistic damage.
Yeah, so it doesn't get to apply his toughness, because we've been making the mistake of applying toughness to ballistic damage, and you don't.
If he's still alive after this, he'll be getting another arrow in him. So.
Well, he's just taken 13 damage from the first shot. That's taken him a bit by surprise. So you thunk right in it. Oh, fuck's sake. And his aura hasn't changed. You know what that means, boys and girls.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and roll for your second shot. You shoot him in the back. He's like, ah! And before he can do anything, you quickly knock another arrow and loose again. I'm just going
Check
not
your
aiming.
out. Jesus.
He's been shot again.
He's been shot again. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Just 6 damage that time.
So I'm just going to restart the API scripts, which were working
Oh, nice.
just before we started playing. According to this should still be working now. According to this, it's not down. Which is a bit of a surprise, but there you go. Okay, so you've hit him again, did you say?
Yep,
Yeah.
another 6 damage.
Another 6 ballistic damage. Right, you are. -6 on there. Ah, there, now it's working. Okay, so you hit him with 2 arrows. Thunk, thunk. He's really fucking surprised, as is everybody else. There's a lot of shouting. People start yelling, running for cover, trying to grab Rab and stuff him in the back of a van. So, I suspect what we're going to have to do now is go over to rolling initiative. So I'll just clean off... sorry, I just did the wrong thing. I'll just clean off the initiative. Clear. So, Mark, if you would like to... there you go. And Ben, if you'd like to roll for Thingy.
Can we control anyone?
I'm just about to set
fuck
controls up for you all. So, what I'll do is
sorry.
this guy I'm going to give control to you, Chris. So, Chris, you should now be seeing through the eyes of the guy in the red top. If you'd like to roll initiative for him, please.
He's called Chris.
Okie dokie.
What's his name? Sorry, where is it on the thing?
Just
roll?
above Rab.
The sky.
No, I mean on how do I roll it?
Oh shit, you'll need the character sheet, won't you? Fuck's sake. Right, okay, so he is a gang member. So I need to make the character sheet. Edit. All players. And controlled all players.
Could use Anthony Burr.
Sure. There you go. You should have gang members up now.
Okay. Yep.
You should all be able to see that now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so, Chris, if you would like to roll initiative for the gang member that I've given you control of. Ben, you're here anyway, so Jenny, I've given you control for the gang member in the red shirt over by the van. Could you roll initiative for that one, please? I am giving control of this one here to Sean. So roll initiative for that, Sean. If you're back. I will give...
He might be throwing up.
He might be throwing
I'm going
up,
last.
this gang member over here, I'm going to give control of him to Marie.
Okay.
Okay, save setting. So you should have control of this gang member here.
Can you ping him again, Brian? Because the character sheet was over the top. I couldn't get rid of it.
Right. He's here. Oh, yeah, he's here. So he's by this parked car, south, west.
Yeah, I can see you pinged him yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the one you've got control of. Oddly enough, I seem to be missing a bad guy. Why am I missing a bad guy?
Now the fact that this one's got an intelligence of -1.
Yeah. Now, then, those of you who are playing bad guys, the order of the day, they're trying to capture Rab alive. Right?
Okay.
Stevie, in particular, is actually a friend of Rab, so he's doing this against his better judgment. He really doesn't want to have to. So if anybody actually kills Rab, Stevie's going to be annoyed. But the big boss, the boss above Stevie, wants Rab captured. He's got a few questions for him.
Right.
So your job is going to be to try and capture Rab. As for Rab's mate, who's just shot Stevie, none of you care whether he lives or dies.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I just want to say as well, none of you they wouldn't know where I am, would they? They would have to. Would they have to beat myself to find me?
Would they have to what to who you know?
Would they have to roll over myself to spot me? Because
yes,
I'm invisible.
Well, you're not quite invisible, but they have. Yeah, they need 22 to spot you unless you move or draw attention to yourself in some way.
You just shot.
You have just shot somebody, but it was with.
But it was with a silent weapon.
Yeah, it was with a silent weapon. So anybody that tries to find you gets +2 because they know the direction to look in. So that will give them a fighting chance, but it will be a really, really low chance. Okay, so also if you guys could change the name of the gang member I've given you to whoever's playing it, just so I know when they come up.
I'm literally going last. It's such a shit roll.
So we're starting with this gang member over here that should be lit up by the square now. The red, that's the one. Who's got control of that one?
This guy's me.
That one's you. Okay, so if you could go ahead and decide what you're going to do, please.
Tyson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over here to get behind cover of the car and see if I can see where the person is who's shooting.
Okay, you're a bit closer now as well, and he is close to one of the red emergency lights. So I'm going to give you another +2. So no, +1. So that takes you up to the 3 points ceiling that you usually get on bonuses. So you've got +3 to your perception roll. Nah.
Oh, fuck.
You're looking in the wrong place. You're looking beyond to these doors down here, thinking he's over here somewhere. You think he's further away than he really is.
Okay. Well,
Tell you what, Cash Me is really good for stealth.
Yeah.
I'll be staying crouched behind here, still trying to figure out where the fuck this is coming from.
Where are they shooting from? Yes. If anybody wonders about that, it's from Operation Outbreak. Okay, so that's a minor action you've made so far, do you? And a free action. Do you have a major action you would like to commit?
Well, let's see what you can do. There isn't a lot you can really do from here.
Nope, you're not terribly well armed because this was a kidnap.
Yeah, can he hold?
Yes.
His action to like if he sees the person who's shooting to like run and like
yes
attack them.
Yes,
basically.
you can. Yes, you can.
Right.
Rab, what's Rab gonna do?
Rab's going to basically jump at Stevie and try to grab the gun and bite his fucking hand.
Right, go for it. Even as he's pointing a gun at you, Stevie's like, I'm really sorry, Rab, I've got to do this. And then you jump at him and bite him in the fucking hand with 2 points of stunts. And then obviously he got shot in the back as well, so he's a bit less apologetic all of a sudden. But he does get to apply his toughness against your bite, so your damage you will be doing is 1d3 plus your strength. No, for a bite.
Take down.
Yeah, it will be. 1d3 plus your strength, plus whatever you use on stunts wise.
Take down.
Take down? Oh shit. Right.
In my strength 3.
Right, okay, so I'm just going to have to look takedown up because I can't remember anybody ever using it. So that'll be a combat stunt.
Trousers.
So stunt.
Oh, Sean, you missed the moment in the game so far.
Oh, don't you dare say it again.
So takedown, if you can... oh, that's take cover. Can you just read it for us? Because I'm going to have to guess which of the many stunts.
Yeah, it's one of the grappling stunts.
Grappling stunts.
You and your target make opposed fighting grappling rolls without generating stun points. If I win, we both fall prone, and he takes another 1d6 damage and can't get up until I do, or until they succeed in attack against me.
Oh, that's a nice one. Okay. Yeah, let's do that then. So that's Stevie the gang soldier. So it's fighting tests, yeah. Fighting.
Grappling.
Fighting grappling shit. Okay, I did brawling. So take 2 off what I just rolled. So he's only scored 8. So if you make your opposed fighting test and we see you scored 14. So you're both on the ground and he can't get up till you do. You also do the extra d6 damage to him. So you do 1d6 plus 1d3 plus your strength.
Yeah, I'll do the 1d6 separate.
Yeah.
So that's 6.
Shit. Okay.
By the way, how the fuck do you change the
10
name?
points of damage.
10 points of damage?
Jeez.
Yep.
Right, you are. Okay.
And that's to his hand that's holding the gun as well.
Right, he screams as you bite into his wrist. There's blood pumping out of his wrist. He's been shot in the back. Stevie is not having a good day.
What I could do is, when I bite into his wrist, bite down as hard as I can, and then pull my head back.
Oh. Okay, so you rip a chunk out of his...
Funny, Hannibal the cannibal.
You rip a
Yeah,
chunk
this is
out
Glasgow
of his...
street fighting.
Aye.
Okay, so the next guy up is the gang soldier Tyson over here, who is not going to risk shooting you, because he can't. So he's going to...
You missed me at 14.
You're not listed on 14 at all. Oh, wait a minute. No, sorry. It's not the.
Yes,
It's not Tyson. Sorry, it is. It's you. Yeah, you're quite right. That's you.
In name tags, as I tried doing it, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just fix that for you.
I can't change the name on mine either.
Okay, I'll sort that out for you. Chris. There you go. That seems to have changed that. And Jenny, just ping yourself. Oh no, you're the one by the car, aren't you?
That one, yeah.
Alright. So GM Jenny. Right, you are. There we go. All done. So Chris, what's your gang member doing?
I'm going to grapple Rab.
Okay, make a grapple test against Rab then, please. So it's
A chain.
Mhm.
So, okay, what would that be? Brawling?
it would be
No.
it's fighting grappling test. If you don't have grappling, just a fighting test will do. Will suffice. 10, you've missed him. So while he's flailing around on the floor with Stevie, ripping chunks out of Stevie's wrist, you're desperately trying to wrap this chain around him so you can pull him off. Not the best choice of words. So you can drag him away, but unfortunately you just kind of seem to get the little fucker's slippery. That was your major action. Do you have a minor action you would like to take? Not as much you can do with a minor
Perception.
action. You can make a perception test, yeah. See if you can spot the shooter. Nope, haven't a clue. You're too busy trying to avoid like the flailing teeth and feet and fists of this angry Glaswegian Ned to notice who's doing the shooting. So now it's Tyson, the gang soldier. He's going to make a attempt
Earbite
to
attack.
spot. No, he's going to try and see. He's failed, so he's going to rush down to join gang member Jenny. He comes running over there and squats down next to you, pulls a gun, points it through the car window or over the bonnet. Where is he? Where is he? You seen him? Have you seen him? You seen a little fucker? Where's he at?
I don't have a fucking clue. Around there somewhere.
Joe, what would you like to do?
Well, I've got 3 people looking for me currently, or right next to us. First, my bow's unloaded, so I'm just gonna skulk away and get a better position. So I'm gonna take an entire round of movement.
Right.
That would be. Is it double? It's double your movement if you take a.
If I
do a minor and a major.
Yes, a minor action is your speed in movement. Major action is double your speed.
Oh, so I can actually go. I could make it all the way around then, I'm pretty sure.
Is that not if you run, though?
That's what I'm planning to do. Well, I could easily make it all the way around. I'm just going to skulk all the way around here and flank you all. Yeah.
Okay.
Brian.
Yes.
Get flanked.
Yes, Marie, go on.
I haven't had a go.
Yep, I've just noticed that something's really missing, so I've just added you. We seem to be missing Sean's gang member as well. Oh yes, of course we would be. So let me just add a turn to the one that Sean's going to be playing, and I'll roll initiative for him and all. So what we'll do now is those of you who missed your go as Marie and Sean. So Marie, you take your go.
Right. First thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and see who the little fucker is that's doing all the shooting.
Right you are. Make a perception test with +3. You're going to need to roll quite high.
She's looking in the wrong direction now, wouldn't she?
Fuck no.
Yeah. If you think about it this way as well, I am behind the van's headlights.
Yeah. So you just came out of here and looked around, and you just cannot figure out where the guy's shooting from. You weren't actually out of that doorway before the shooting started. So you're looking across to where these vehicles are parked over in the southeast. So that was a free action. Do you have any other actions you would like to?
I'm actually going to see if I can run over and jump on top of the van to see if I get a better look.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So do I need to do anything?
No, just move your character.
I'm kind of under the van, but I'm supposed to be on top of the van.
Ah, right, okay. I will just move this van to the back, and that didn't help. Okay, let me just...
Character to the front.
Oh, there's a second version of Rab under the van.
Yeah.
He's multiplying.
Right,
That's my secret twin.
The decoy Rab. They're the one that were.
Yes, the inflatable Rab.
Right, there's me now on top of the van.
Yeah, it's
doing my
still showing you
eagle eye.
for some reason.
Doing my eagle eye action, man, run about to see if I can see him.
Right, give me another perception test, please. And Joe, since you moved, you need to give me a new dexterity stealth test.
Nope.
Oh.
So 16 is what.
If they pass, though, I can reroll.
I just realised something.
What's happening here? Have you changed the name of the gang members to Chris? Have you?
Sorry, I thought it was changed me.
Okay.
Oh, right, you've changed the actual character
I'll fix it.
Sheet.
So now all gang members are called Chris.
It's an army of Chris's.
An army
Our
of
whole
Chris's.
gang's called Brian. Me and my wife are Brian.
Brian,
Yes,
Brian, if
yes.
you click Marie's token, if you right click it and you click bring to front, that should stick it on top of the van.
That's what I've been doing. It's not working.
It's not working.
No.
What if you send the van to back?
I've tried that as well. That's also not working. The
What if
people
you
who are
stick it on the
watching
map
it from
layer?
home can see. I'll stick the van on the map layer for now.
Don't have light anymore though.
That's that's probably the best option is to and it disappears
Because
it's
it
at the
went to back. Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Send the map to the back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to try sending that back to the token layer. And then I'm going to try coming back to the token layer and see if... Fuck's sake! No, the van just will not go behind that counter no matter what I do, so I'm just going to move it back onto the map layer unless somebody moves the damn thing. So there we go. So Sean, what are you doing? Bear in mind the gang members' plan, that's you there. The gang members' plan is to capture Rab alive. Nobody cares if his mates get killed or not. You've been your gang leader has been shot with 2 arrows by somebody you haven't spotted yet.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna rock up to the fight.
Right, you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna attempt to hit the. Oh no, that's me. I want gang member, not my stats, because
yes,
that would be
yeah.
wrong. So, if I attempt to, I don't know, make an unarmed attack against him.
Yes. Aye. So you try to clock him in the jaw in the hopes he'll stop trying to eat Stevie. All right, you've punched him. Thump. So that's 1d3 plus your strength damage. Well, it'll actually be on his stats. So Rab,
Yeah,
you take
max.
4 points of damage minus whatever your toughness is. As this guy rocks up and punches you in the side of the head. Okay, now we're back on.
It's like a wild dog. I'm trying to like hit it on the nose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I just say I'm absolutely disappointed and truly gutted and betrayed that not one of you chose to run away.
No.
Why would you choose to run away?
Because my first action was to try and eat Stevie. Fairly successfully so far.
Yes, so far it has been. Okay,
Do a
so
willpower
it
effect thing.
Is Rab short for rabid?
is, Jenny,
Yeah.
it's your gang member to go.
Is it? Jesus. Right, okay. Well, I'm still trying to see where the shooter is.
Give me another perception seeing test, please.
I mean, these guys aren't too smart, so, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so you still can't see him. You're looking in the wrong direction, but you don't know it.
They don't get the 3. Or it's still one shot.
Well, he's not. Yeah, you don't get the bonuses now because he's not standing underneath fucking light in the direction that you're looking like he was before.
Right.
Emergency light initially, but you know, still. Even with the +3, it wouldn't help. It'd be 15 against his target of 16. So,
Yeah.
Jenny, do you have any other actions you'd like to carry out?
I want to run back over to this van because I presume this car isn't one of
Oh,
ours.
look, you're standing on top of the fucking van, apparently.
Oh, yeah. And I want to
Fuck you,
jump in the
Roll20.
van.
Fuck you. Sorry, right, yes, okay.
I want to jump in the van and start trying to maneuver it so the lights are shining around the area that I saw
Okay, so you're in the van. You run over there, you jump in the van and turn the lights on, and that's as much as I'm going to let you do with the two actions that you've got.
Okay.
I'm going to turn the van's lights on for you. So Turkin,
Okay.
Turkin, Turkin emits bright lights over 4 meters.
And then my plan is, if I see the fucker, I'll try running them over.
Right, you
You know,
are.
I actually realised I've been rolling the wrong thing for my dexterity.
Right.
I've been rolling stealth instead of my specialisation, which is hiding.
Holy hell,
What?
that's some light source coming from that van.
Yeah, it also
Fucking
seems to
hell.
be doing the whole
Area.
whole area again.
Yeah.
Same problem we had the last time. Do you know, it would be lovely if these things fucking worked. Directional light on. Did I maybe not save change? That'll have been it.
There you go.
we go.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you jump in the van, turn the engine over, vroom, vroom, the lights come on. You haven't manoeuvred it round yet, but you think you'll be able to spot where this little fucker is. I love the fact that the minute you give the player characters control of the bad guys, they immediately try and kill all their friends' characters.
Yes, of course we
I
do.
know.
I'm going to run them over! Rab, you to go. What would you like to do?
Right, did Stevie drop the gun when I tore chunks out of his wrist?
He didn't. He didn't. Because you didn't have enough stun points to also do disarm, in which case he might have done. But yeah. He's
Well, it wasn't a
Disarmed him.
grappling stunt, no.
Sorry?
It wasn't one of the grappling stunts. There's only 3 of them.
Right, yes. I'll allow you to mix and match for stuff like this.
Ah, okay. Trying to think what I want to do.
If you want to
Just keep
disarm
battering
him, you
him.
can start a stunt. You can try a stunt attack, which means you would get to make an attack, either grappling or punch. But instead
seeing
of
as how
doing
I've
any
already-
damage, you disarm him.
Well, seeing as how I've already got him in a grapple, can I actually use that to move his hand to point the gun at one of the other guys and pull the trigger?
Nice one. I'm going to call that a stunt attack, but yes, make the roll to see if you do it. If you do it, you get 2 points of stunts, which you can use to skirmish him, but we'll use skirmish as in point the gun at somebody else within that range.
Right, so what would that be rolling then? Another grapple or
Yeah, another grapple will be fine. Yeah.
I did roll, to be honest.
There
Yeah,
we
there
go. Oh, and with 4 stun points as well. Okay, so who would you like him to shoot?
Let's see.
Can I just say, with those 4 stun points, could he technically do a lightning attack and shoot him again?
Yep. Yes, he could.
Just what I'm
What-
planning on actually doing.
Hang on. Right.
No.
So if that's actually gets +2 stunt points because it's a stunt attack, you said.
Shit, yeah, so you've got 6 stun points to use. Yeah.
But 2 of them would be used on the skirmish, though, wouldn't they?
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Lightning attack's only
4
3.
stunt points beyond
Skirmish is
that.
only 1.
Yeah.
Skirmish is only 1, so you've got 5 to use.
Oh, cool.
So pick your first target and then decide what you're going to do with the 5 stun points and then roll some damage.
The first target will be the gang member that's next to me and Stevie.
This one?
This one.
That
Yes.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you drag Stevie's hand around and put pressure on his trigger finger. Blam! He hits, obviously. He shoots that gang member painfully in the lower abdomen
Oops.
somewhere. So that would be a gang soldier. He should have the stun stats for the handgun. So that's 8 points of damage to this guy. So that would be, it's ballistic, so it's just 8 damage straight through. Right. He's in quite a bad way. As you pull the trigger, the first shot hits him. Bang! He survived it, but he's in a bad way. You've still got those 5 stunt points to use.
Yeah, I'm just looking at stunts now.
Lightning attack. Kill him.
Yeah, I'll use a lightning attack.
Oh, fuck. Right, okay. So,
Same target.
yeah. Is lightning attack the one where you re-roll the attack? Or
Yeah,
is
you
that-
re-roll the
you
attack.
re-roll
You
that
have to roll an attack.
one? Okay, so,
They did away with the dual attack
right, yeah.
roll.
Seemed a bit overpowered,
15.
I guess.
So that's a hit. So the second shot has done a further 7 points damage. Shit.
No.
This guy's in a seriously bad way. Is that all your
I
strong
think-
points, or have you got any left?
Well,
Don't
he
mess
had
with that.
two more, so effectively you could do another dice worth of damage and take that guy as dead,
Yeah.
basically. And if you're allowing that to happen.
Yeah, I'll allow that to happen if that's what he wants to do. What do you want to do, Mark? Mark?
That's what I'm going to do.
That's what you're going to do?
Yep.
Okay, so you do an extra dice of damage. You can roll it if it'll make you feel better, but the guy only has 1 hit point left. But feel free to roll the d6 just to rub it in.
It comes up a 6. It was through and through and hits the van on the other side of the road. Yeah.
Okay, so you pull Stevie's hand around, it points it straight at the guy's bollocks, and you pull the trigger. Blam, blam!
Oh.
The guy, and expires in this rapidly spreading pool of blood. So that's escalated things quite significantly, because now there's a dead guy. This is going to be a murder investigation. Although
Oh,
the
shit.
police are probably not going to investigate it that closely, a gang killing, under the, given that there's an apocalypse going on. So that's 1 down. Chris, you to go. What would you like to do?
I have a question. I have a
Go ahead.
question. Is that a revolver that he's got?
No, it's
Nope, it's an automatic.
Semi-automatic, yeah. Plenty more rounds where that one came from. Those 2 came from.
And bear in mind that I am now pretty much, I would imagine, to be considered armed.
And fucking dangerous, yes.
So I've just killed one of them, mates.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to need you to tell me what you'd like to do, and then you're going to have to take a morale test to see if you can do it.
Yeah, it's more like an OF test.
Yeah.
I'll try to do the grappling in with the chain.
Okay, give me a willpower morale test, please. You've just seen your mate killed. This has massively escalated beyond where you expected. So you need 13. Nope.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Runs away screaming.
Yeah, so the only thing he's going to be able to do is try and get the fuck away. He's just
Where's
gonna-
the stairs?
The stairs are over here. You'd have to come around this corner.
Oh no.
No.
I'll start to flee then.
Oh,
I'll
there's
finish
another set of stairs over here.
here, and suddenly see him, and I tumble.
Right, you are.
Well,
So-
does he see me though?
Oh, he'll see you now. He's
Because
right
I
on top
could
of
I
you.
could go flat up against the wall, and he might just overlook me in his
Yeah,
panic.
you're not actually.
I'm going down the stairs.
So
Oh,
he,
are these- are these the
Be a
stairs?
car.
he sees you. He tumbles down the stairs as he heads down into the sub basement. Sort of startled by your appearance. Oh, you're going up the stairs, right? He tumbles up
Or
the
down,
stairs.
sorry.
Right, okay then. Over there.
He shouts parkour as he goes.
Yes, he stumbles down the stairs, startled to see you, but he's clearly running away from this fight. He's like, the sound of the gunshots has made a big change to the circumstances. Okay, so dead guy to go next. So it's this guy over here. So I believe that's you, Marie.
Yeah, I was on top of the van. Did Jenny say she was moving the van?
Different van.
The other van.
One.
You're
Yes,
going
one.
to need to
That
give
one,
me,
that's
you.
all right.
gonna need to
Okay.
give me a morale test first, otherwise you're just going to try and get away.
Okay. I'm just.
Everyone's just gonna fall down the
Right.
stairs because of me.
I'm sorry. What am I rolling for morale?
That would
Willpower?
be willpower morale. Yeah.
Just put myself there just so I can still see what's going on.
All right. Okay. Should be able to see through the van anyway.
Mm.
Okay.
It's on the
so,
map there, would
I
you?
rolled
morale.
16
Yeah.
with 6 points.
So you don't realise the severity of what's gone down. You think your mate's been shot, but you don't realise he's dead. So you continue to do what you want to do.
Well, seeing as I can't see the shooter, but I can see this
Yeah, I'm just going to move the
Rab
van
waving a
back
gun
over.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to charge Rab, trying to keep under the gun because the aim is going to be, you know, that thing police do where they push the gun upwards.
Yes. Okay. So you're going
That's
to
the aim.
try and do that. So give me a fighting
Yeah, but
grappling
me,
test.
me and Stevie are on the ground.
Yes.
All right, are they on the ground?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
In that case,
'Cause
can I just
I
sort
done
of
a takedown in the first attack.
run over and try and grab the gun?
You can try. It's
We're not
actually
after-
Stevie that's got the gun, but yeah, you can
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Yes,
Somebody
there's actually
shouts.
2 of us holding the gun.
Yeah, technically there is.
Yeah.
So in that
Oh.
case,
Van's working now.
I
Yeah.
will plan. Could I try and kick the hand? You know, there's 2 hands holding the gun.
Yes.
If I try and kick for that, I could maybe
Yeah.
kick the gun.
Yeah,
Worse?
yeah, you can.
So is
Go
that an unarmed attack
Yes,
then?
it is. Yeah. And obviously you're going to have to move over there. So it's an unarmed attack against Stevie. 12, so that's a hit against. So he's a gang soldier. So you've kicked his hand. Yep. Roll.
Not mine.
Yeah, yours is on his, so she's kicked both hands at once, or he's kicked both hands at once. Come in, kick. Depends. What's your defense?
15.
Right, you
Oh.
see it coming and you twist Stevie's hand around. He howls in pain, but it means that the boot hits Stevie's wrist instead of your hand, missing you completely. Marie, you were attempting to disarm him, so you got 2 stunt points, which has done that. The gang member's no longer holding the gun.
Okay.
If she
But Rabbit
hits Stevie, does she not do damage to him?
No, because it's a stunt attack. You sacrifice the damage to do the stunt.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stevie's let go of the gun with a howl. Now Rab finds himself holding the gun.
If
Uh,
only I could stop pulling the trigger.
yeah, so it is Joe to go next. What would you like to do?
I'm going to reload
Mhm.
my bow for
Minor
a minor, and
yeah.
then for a major,
Mhm.
I'm going to shoot somebody
Okay.
who looks like they're the biggest threat, aside from Rab, obviously. Who's the biggest threat?
Right now, probably
Yeah,
the
the
guy who
gang
just.
member.
Oh, there's another gang member with a gun, but you can't see them from there.
I can't see him.
You can only see one that's run for that vehicle over there, and you can see this one that's just running and kicked Stevie, and you can just about see Stevie.
I'm going to shoot Stevie. I'm going to try and finish him off.
Fucking hell, right? Okay. Go on.
I don't
You ready?
take...
You're at a
Greg
-1 to -1 to hit him though, because he's on the ground.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't think it matters.
He's also partially covered, so you're at -2. but
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it doesn't
How
matter.
Does
many
a 20 hit?
successes
Yeah,
does we
it
roll?
takes it down to
6 stunts.
18, but that's still a hit and with 6 stun points.
We've had so many 6 stumps.
Can we...
You have, haven't
Is he
you?
is he likely to survive this amount of damage?
He's not very likely to survive that amount of damage, no.
Ooh.
I'm also going to do an extra 2d6 damage and a rapid
15.
reload.
Fucking hell. Okay, so how would you like this to go down?
So the gunshots go off.
Mhm.
I'm thinking, oh shit, has Rab just been shot? Because the pillar's kind of in the way, so I can't really see Rab.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of loose an arrow and I just aim for the temple, and yeah,
Okay,
all over.
so you're shooting Rab's mate Stevie dead, then, are you?
he's dead.
He's dead, right? Shit.
I don't know that. I didn't know that he was mates with Stevie.
No, that's
all I
fair
know
enough,
is
that's
a
fair
deal
enough.
went wrong.
A slight
Rab got
adjustment for some
threatened.
plots is all I'm going to do. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay, so you shoot Stevie through the temple. Just as he lets go of the gun, you hear him go, "Oh shit, thunk!" And then his eyes just go
Yeah.
blank and he falls over dead with an arrow straight through his temple. Rab, you're now lying next to 2 dead guys. One you killed, and your mate Stevie has just been shot through the temple.
well.
Jenny, it's you to go, and at this point you're going to need to give me a morale test.
Yes, I
The
am.
target number's just gone up because there's now 2 dead guys and one of them's your boss.
And
Oh,
you still haven't spotted the
I
person
only
who's
got
killing
a
everyone.
Right, you're just getting in that car and getting the fuck away.
yeah, I'm zooming off.
The-
See you
the-
later.
aye. So I'm just going to
Catch you
remove
later.
these because they are going to be.
I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, exactly. So Chris, it's your bad guy to go, but you've already run away, so I'm going to take you
Right.
off the thing.
What about
Yeah.
Tyson?
Tyson seems to have come off the bloody. He was on twice before. Now he's not on at all.
Yeah, he
so-
hasn't had a go in a while.
Yeah, it's because earlier he was on twice. Now he's
Yeah.
Not at all.
not on at all. So
By the way, Marie,
can't remember
before
what is. I'm going to say 13 because that's where we're up to.
Marie,
Yeah?
before the characters removed, can I just show you this on top of the van?
Oh.
So Tyson, gang soldier, he's still armed with his handgun. He's going to see if he can see who just fired the bow.
Good luck. Am I in his FOV, field of view?
Yep.
I am. I can't see
think
him.
so. You can't see him though, so I might be
I
wrong.
can't see him.
Just give me a second.
I suppose he might, catch a glimpse of the ball come around the corner.
Come on, open the fuck up.
Is he not making a morale test as well? Given that Stevie's now dead.
He might do actually, yeah. But he's another gang soldier or in a gang member. Can it get it to open this fucking thing? No, it won't
Wait,
open.
so
Just give me
is this Tyson?
token settings? That's
No,
why it's
no.
not
Tyson's
open.
down here. You
Oh,
can't see
yeah, I
him.
can't see him. That's the only guy I can see that's alive.
Yeah.
Except that's not
There's
the
like
fucking
just
character, is it?
2 of them. 2
Right.
ran away, 2 dead, and
He's
2
from,
are
he's
left.
from a different gang group, so you may, if everyone on the other gang, you may just leave if there's no deal.
Right, got it. He's from the same gang.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah,
He's just a soldier rather than
yeah. He's a-
a grunt, I guess.
yeah, that's
I
right.
guess the soldiers are the ones with guns.
Yep, that's exactly right. There was 2 of them. Stevie was one, Tyson was the other.
Yeah.
Right, okay, now that should work. So let me just try that again. Yeah, he can actually... I wonder why you couldn't see him. That seems a bit odd. Oh, no, I see why. Right, so yes, he does stand a chance of seeing you. So let's see if he sees you. What does he need to be?
I do
16?
get a. Yeah, but if he
Yeah.
does, I can re-roll.
Yeah, that's right, you can. Okay, so it would be a perception seeing test. And you only got 10, so now I'm going to have a will. Oh, shit.
Can you feel?
Fuck this, he's out of here as well. He's-
Surely the more of them that are running away, the more likely the other ones are to.
Yeah,
It's just
definitely.
Marie's gang members left, like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Right, so Tyson's gone, so Joe... No, that can't be right. You've already
I
gone,
think you
haven't
skipped gang member.
Skipped gang member, right. So who's this gang member?
Marie's.
That's Marie. No, she's gone this round.
So we're back to Rab then.
So we're back to
Yeah.
Rab.
Oh dear.
Right, and is
Rab
That
has
one
got
that-
a gun.
that one that just kicked me
Mhm.
is still there?
Yes.
Just threaten him and you make
And
run.
you appear to have the gun now.
I'm going to aim and pull the trigger.
Okay,
Ooh, nasty. Okay.
go ahead. You said you were
This isn't
going to
even
aim, so I'll
self-defense
give
anymore.
you the +1 for aim as well.
I think you should try and find out who the leader is, to be fair.
What do I roll for firearms when I don't actually appear to have an attack?
Accuracy.
Just accuracy.
Accuracy.
Yeah.
Accuracy firearms if you have the firearms focus, but you don't. I know that, so just
Yeah.
accuracy. You're +1 because it's point blank. Oh dear. Right. Okay, that's a hit. So the damage is 2d6 +1.
Wow, it's quite a lot.
Yep. It is. And you get to add your perception score to it as well.
7 plus none, so 7.
Right, you are. So 7. It's -7 on that guy. So he comes forward and you bring the gun up, shoot him. He's not entirely pleased about being shot. He's going to need a morale test when he. Okay, so he's got to go in there. In fact, fuck it. He's on his own. There's a shooter. Nobody's spotted. Everybody else is either dead or fucked off. He's stealing your van and driving away.
Stole your van. Oh no.
Wait. Can I get like an opportunity? Can I shoot him?
Go
Is he
on.
trying
I'll
to
let
nick
Can I
my
shoot the van?
Yeah. Go on. I'll let you have a shot before he pulls away.
Can I aim?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a miss. So you
Yeah.
rattle
I
a
shoot
shot.
at the van as he drives though.
Yes, you can. He's going to actually try and drive at you. So he's going to try and run you over. You can shoot at the van first.
Ah,
Alright.
shit.
Well,
I'm
you've
going to
hit,
dive out of the way then.
you've hit the van. Go ahead and roll some damage for us. Let's see if it's enough to get past the vans. So it's 2d6 plus whatever I said, 1 I think.
Yeah.
6? Okay.
Does Rab not add his perception?
Yes, but he doesn't
Yeah,
have
my
any perception.
perception 0.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
So you bring the gun up as the van's heading straight for you. You pull the trigger, blam, blam. It hits the windshield. The windshield shatters, but it does no further damage. The guy driving the van is going to try and run you over. So, gang soldier. No, not a gang soldier. Standard gang member. Seem to have closed the standard gang member. So let me just reopen that. Gang.
It's going to be a dexterity driving check, is it?
It is, yes.
It looks like there's a Dodge Viper down there. We can nick that.
That's what I was going to say. We just nick a car. We've got the crate.
Yeah, you've got the crate. You've got the
the
stuff
guns.
you came from. 4. Yeah. So
You've got an extra gun as well.
We probably won't
No, we
rip
do.
feet in a Dodge Viper.
Oh,
There is another
shit.
van, though.
18. He's hit you with a car, with a van, right? So you're
Oh,
hit
really
by
hit
the
you.
van. You see the van just drive straight over Rab before it runs out into the distance. Drives off, tires squealing as it runs over Rab. Let me just get the fucking thing off.
Well, if it runs over his head, it won't make any difference.
Use some of that morphine from the box, then.
Missed all his vital spots, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's not gone up. Its speed's not up yet to much yet, but it
You could
is a
say
heavy
something.
vehicle, heavy-ish vehicle. So it's quite a
I
serious.
mean,
9 points of damage to Rab.
and what about those
And
stun
just a
points?
second, and he can't apply his toughness, so it's 9 points that go straight through. The stunts it's a driving stunt though, so it's not too. So yeah, he just
Oh,
like
go on, lethal damage.
floors
I'd
it. Goes,
imagine he'd use the driving stunts to like screech around the corner on 2 wheels.
yeah, pretty much. He goes screeching around the corner on 2 wheels, hurtles off into the distance, and drives away. You guys are now left with a very badly injured Rab who's just been run over.
Oh well, I'll be on
You
him.
did take a lot of damage in one go, so could you give me a Constitution test, please? Constitution.
Oh.
You can actually add your toughness to this.
I'm
And
going to faint.
10. Okay.
Yep.
Right. You haven't fainted, but you've broken your leg.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna run over to Rab. I'll run over to Rab. I'll give him a little bit of the morphine.
Right.
I do have medicine, by the way, so that might help. But I'll give him a bit of the morphine if there's any way to make like a makeshift splint or something.
Okay. Yeah. There
Just
should
do
be.
general treating and all
Give
that.
me an intelligence.
Medicine.
Medicine. Roll, please.
You want to get out of there as soon as possible before the police arrive.
13. Okay, you've made a makeshift splint for him. You also get to add 4 hit points back, Rab. Rab's recovered 4
Yay.
hit points. Your leg is still broken, but you're on a makeshift splint. What do you guys want to do now? You've got dead bodies scattered about the place.
Yeah, I'll give
Well,
him.
but
I'll do
the
that,
bodies-
and I'll say right. Yeah, we gotta go now. That'll have to do. Yeah.
I think we steal the car.
Okay. You
Put
get
the
get
stuff-
on stealing the car.
Yeah, put the
You're good at
stuff
it.
put the stuff from the crate into the car, and we take Stevie's body because I want to search him to see if there's anything in his pockets. But I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not doing it here.
Are you leaving the other
So-
body, or are you just
No, I think we take that as well.
Right.
Oh
Take-
my god.
So-
Load both bodies into the car, presuming you can get it open. So, because normally I would say for something like this, if you're just stealing a car and there's no time pressure, I would just let you do it. But there is time pressure because there's been gunshots, so the police will be on the
Shoot
way.
the window.
You could just shoot the window, yes. You're still going to have to do a sabotage roll to get the car started, though.
While he's doing all this, I'll be.
Dexterity sabotage roll, right? You smash the window out with the butt of the gun. You were going to shoot it, and then you think, let's try this first. Bash. Smash the window. Crawl through. You think, I'll hotwire the car, and then you remember there's a faster method, so you use that. The car roars into life. You go, right, load the bodies into the car. Right? So you get the dead bodies loaded into the car. Let's hope we don't get stopped by the police. This could be
I would probably
embarrassing.
go to an undisclosed location to pull the bunker.
Yes.
Cover it with a bunker with 2 dead bodies. Wonderful.
Ryan,
Yeah. Yes.
while he's doing all this, I want to clear any evidence that we were here. I don't care about the other gang members.
Right. So you want to make it look like there was a
Just like a just a gang fight.
the gang
Arrows.
sort of split in two, and yeah, okay. Give me a shit.
I just had a
roll of-
thought as well.
Yeah.
While also doing that,
Right,
obviously
no,
collecting the guns.
whoa. There's 2 people talking at once. Jenny, you started first. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying, if they're rocking up to the bunker with 2 dead bodies, after they've searched them or whatever, we could feed them to the whippersnappers. leave them, and then it'll draw them out. Maybe, I wonder.
Okay. Sick.
Get rid of them, wouldn't it? You know.
It would. It's a good way of disposing of the corpses. Make it look like whippersnappers ate them. Right, Ben. What was so important?
I was just saying, like, I'll be clearing evidence that we were here, while also obviously,
Yeah,
you
we'd
know,
already told us
collecting the
that.
guns.
Right, whilst collecting the guns. Right, okay.
I'm just stuffing them in my pocket.
Okay. Give
Safety's
me-
off.
So by my calculation, there was 2 guns owed to us. Stevie had one, and the
No.
other gang member had the other.
No. Oh, sorry.
No?
Yes. Stevie had one of the guns that he took from the 2 that were owed. Right.
Oh,
Tyrone had his own.
I see. So that we have 3 guns then.
You have 3 guns. Okay.
Well, I'll
so...
be keeping one for myself.
Oh my God! Can I finish this fucking sentence? Jesus wept. Well, okay. If I can't finish the sentence, then you failed to destroy all the evidence. 'Cause
Wow.
I've been trying to answer that fucking question since you asked it. Give me a intelligence.
Oh well. I
Something rule.
Oh well.
No, it should be okay.
I
It's the
only
character's
have-
intelligence we're using, not yours.
Call it intelligence forensics. There you go.
It should be,
Yes,
it should be
intelligence
medicine then.
forensics.
Can I use medicine?
Nope.
Oh well, I'll just use intelligence.
11. Okay. So you can clear up as much of the evidence that you guys were here as you can find. Load the bodies into the back of the car. Get in the car. And you guys cautiously drive out. And I say cautiously, you're obeying all the speed limits, every traffic law, the whole thing, because you've got 2 dead guys in the back of the car, and you don't
And we're
want
carrying
to
firearms.
attract any attention, and you're carrying firearms. So here's what you got. Okay, you got a supply of morphine, which we'll not bother to bean count on that. It will run out when I decide you've used enough.
I'm gonna just type this into the, you know what?
I'm already on it, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a couple of months worth of MREs,
Oh yeah.
and here's the important point: you have 3 semi-automatic handguns and ammunition.
You have 2 now.
You're taking one of them, are you? Right. Okay.
I'm taking one of them.
I hope
Rob's
you
taking a
avoided-
hold one as well.
Okie dokie.
Hope you avoided as many traffic cameras as you could.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there was no cameras in the
Well,
garage.
So you're going to need the stats for the semi-automatic handguns?
Yep.
Okay, I actually gave you an additional +1 damage there, I've just realised, because the gang member that stat block I was using must have had 1 on perception. So, the semi-automatic handguns, their stats are, the damage is 2d6,
Okay.
it's ballistic wounding damage, so it ignores toughness. Its range is 55 yards, that's its effective range. So you could actually fire beyond that, but if you did, you would be at a penalty. And
Okay.
it's a minor action to reload it. So there you go. You
Cool.
guys have got a handgun each. There's 1 spare, which you can either give out or you can put in a weapons locker in the bunker.
Who has a decent accuracy who's not had it, or you could just have it as a spare.
Good.
I don't think we should be carrying these around too much anyway, just in case. Not yet.
Yeah, I think you're quite right. But that will be down to you guys. So, you pull away, you try to get out of the town without attracting too much attention. You hear sirens wailing as you're leaving Newcastle. You realise that's probably going in response to the gunshots. You hope that Joe's managed to clean away all the evidence that you guys were here. Although Joe's not actually known to the police, Rab certainly is. So if you didn't, they'll be looking for him. But you won't know whether they're looking for him until you see the news in a day or two's time. Meanwhile, you're heading back to safety. You're probably going to take a circuitous route before you get back to your base. Thank you very much for coming to the game, guys. We will pick up with a slightly new storyline revolving around what's happening out by the farm. I'm not sure it runs in my mind I might not be available next week, so it might be 2 weeks' time. But I'll give you a straight answer on that in the next couple of days.
I'm not going to be in on next week's game.
You're not going to be in next week's game, right? Okay.
No.
I've got a suspicion I might not be either, but I'm not quite sure. So I'll let you know in a couple of days.
Yeah, we'll let you know what happens on it, Brian.
Yeah, fair enough. So thanks very much for coming to the game, guys, and thank you very much at home for listening to and watching another episode of Pandora's Wake, Pandora's Age. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do join us again next week for another episode where we'll pick up on that other thread about say next week, it's either next week or the week after. Keep an eye on our social media and we'll let you know which. And this is where I bring Jenny into the conversation.
Yes, don't forget to check us out on Twitter at Gethsemane Games, and also check out Brian's Patreon as well.
Indeed so. I would also like to just add thank you very much to God, who was it? I know this. The point I'm trying to make is that the map we used today for the basement car park is actually not one of mine. This one I bought. This one someone bought me for my birthday, and I really, really liked it, so I used it. And it is by, let me just find it. Damn it, I can't find it. But anyway, thank you to the creator of said map. I'll put who it was in the YouTube comments so that we all write up so that you know who did the map. Thank you very much, everybody. Do stay safe, take care, and from us, good night.
Bye-bye.
Don't touch the walls.